All right, well, we'll see if that's exactly how it goes. Movalenta, the only player who played last time these two teams met. That's a ripper of a serve to start things off. Triple block from France, sends it deep and long, and you're gonna celebrate every point. And that's exactly what Italy is doing. Luca Porro.
Top swing of Luca Porro. Surprise starter. Might have expected to, some of you might have expected to see Bricine Bottolo as the two outside hitters.
Outside again, Klevnot puts it down between the blockers and the net with power.
Yeah, Klevnot, he's gonna change his speed and his rhythm. He'll show one thing, do something else, and that swing, look, is away before the block can finish.
Back, looking for high hands, doesn't get it, but a beautiful up. Off hands, everything being picked up nice and smoothly by Italy. Italy outlasting in the first couple of points, getting some energy and excitement.
Nice swing. They're gonna go for everything. They're not gonna give up on anything. They've got a free rein to just enjoy themselves and make it as difficult for France as possible.
Now 20-year-old Luca Porro back to serve. We'll see what kind of heat he brings. Plenty of heat, straight line top spin. And no touch at all. Just a beautiful, smooth swing by Patry.
Patry's one of the loveliest players to watch, if that's the good expression to use, and the way that he goes about the fluidity of what he does and the way he comes in and hits on the ball. It's amazing.
The French artist, perhaps.
That's even a better way of describing it.
There we go. Pounding at the feet of Gerbinikov.
Bottolo really came to the fore in Rimini when we had all of the VNL in one spot during COVID, and Italy sent their B team then, and he was the rising star, and he continues to be so.
Patry, it's a smack of the ball, much faster arm swing.
Such a fluid swing as well from Patry.
Trying a little tenderness. What a beautiful up. Keeping it going. Quick glance, pipe. Almost thought he was going to bring that in. Camera moving out of the way. And Italy playing with some confidence, some young confidence.
Plenty of verve from them. They'll go high speed, they'll run the pipe. Just because they're young, they're all playing Italian Serie A volleyball in the Italian league. Not on court the whole time, but certainly in the practice gym day in, day out.
Well, and that's it, isn't it? In the practice gym day out, day in and day out, you're getting better going against some of the best competition.
And again, they'll be going against the likes of Patry and Klevno, and so when they were playing as well, you know, it's maybe the second six on one side, so they won't be overawed by any of the players on the other side of the net, will Italy?
Outside, quick arm getting on top of it is Bottolo.
Nice mismatch to exploit that, going over the top of Tognuti here, and with that pace, look, Sadiq's committed, and as a result of that, it's an absolutely free swing on the angle cross court.
I'll be interested to hear from you how you think Bottolo has improved. I know you've seen him throughout the Italian league, but also just since that VNL introduction. There he gets a nice hand on the ball. From the opposite back court. How about it? Sanguinetti shuts it down from the middle.
That's a fabulous commit block. He had enough time to do it as well. Sadiq's going to have to run that quicker from France's perspective. He was waiting to get right on top of that to have the swing.
Pass is solid this time. Doubling up in the zone with the Bic.
That hype attack, the backcourt quick is going to be a mainstay of both of these teams. Just puts massive pressure at Sanguinetti having to go with Sadiq this time, and it's opened up the space for Klebno to go into.
Well, that all set up, of course, by the quick attack the time before. And plenty of power. Beautiful dig outside. Luetti denied.
Apologises, he didn't really take on the fringe of the block, did Luetti? He's gone too far inside. Lovely touch. That's classic Hrebennikov, and yeah, that's got to be off the fringe. You can't go right into Porro like that.
Easy to say afterwards, right?
Oh yeah, especially as we're watching.
Yes, exactly, from over here with chilled water. Italy's serve is doing the job, though. Patry, little ball inside. Attacking high hands. Italy playing with freedom of worry.
Well, they're really enjoying what they're doing, which is reflected in the scoreline at the moment. Fabulous pick up that from Sanguinetti.
Sanguinetti now serves. Service pressure intense, running through the middle. Bounces it off a reach. We talked about France wanting to worry about their side of the net. Beautiful delivery.
As soon as you have that, then you've got all the options moving. It's tricky for any block.
Wanted to get on top of it.
Well, the one thing that's just not happening at the minute for France is the consistency they're looking for from the serving line.
Off the net a little bit. Klebno. And picked up and touched, yes.
It's right on the border of being a catch ball, that. This play. Yes, manipulates that. The referee's always looking for how much of that hand is going forward with the ball still in contact with it. There shouldn't be any.
Right.
Quite frankly, it's a volley, so it's straight off it. But
it lingered for a bit, in your opinion.
Yeah, well, yes. And even more so on that replay.
Well, that's because it's slow-mo, Clayton. I mean, of course it's going to be longer.
Yes, that's a very good point. Well,
let me help you with the television, yes.
Thanks.
I'm really good like that. I will say Italy's serving pressure, and they know they have to serve France hard, and they have been without fear.
I imagine they've all been given the green light from that perspective.
Don't hold back. Outside, no one on. How about that? Bartolo gets behind it and brings it around.
You asked the question about the improvement Bartolo's made
yes.
since Rimini. That's an example of it. They're in real pressure, under real pressure here. He's off the net, and the block needs to now knows better. They can't afford to do that. They can't just all back off and give him a free swing.
And you say 4 years ago in Rimini he wouldn't have taken.
He would have hit that out or in the net.
Ah.
Only because
excitement.
Just inexperience with that kind of a situation, and you don't, and the block gets off, and you don't have any reference points. But he's jumping higher, he's hitting harder, he's more aware of what's going on. And I think played 3 seasons in Serie A at the top level. That's what you get.
First time out taken, and it's by France.
Pour mettre la pression. Alors, nuovo, un bon service, un bon travail de la défense. Elle attaque après la défense. Después la défense. Ok, c'est lui, hein? Eli, alors, dedans et un coup.
Les gars, bien le timing sur les ballons. Manquez le timing, allez.
Just a moment to settle down, perhaps, for France, as the young Italians have come out impressively aggressive.
A jesteśmy w miejscu wyjątkowym na siatkarskim świecie po Polsce. Duże brawa dla zawodników obu drużyn od Państwa właśnie teraz.
Well, until you're watching on, coach that took the team to gold in Japan.
Communication ace is what I would call that one. Right between in the seam.
It's quite a big gap. And actually, they're staggered, so Loati's let it go, and there is a stagger, so Cleveland could have stepped in.
Mosca again, this time pulls the string a little shorter. Tipped over, and you know it's going to be a swing. Said it's another sticky ball. Patience, pace, Cleveland, no. Again, triple block, off hands, nicely picked up. Triple block coming the other way, and he sneaks it inside. Italy outlasting France, triple block after triple block.
This is a horrible, horrible set at the moment for France, because they're just not getting any decent touches they can convert. Italy are making the most of all their chances.
That can happen, though. Kind of when you're looking at the roster, you're saying, okay, this is not, you know, their top squad, and it's possible you lose a little bit of that fire.
Well, there's that thought in the back of your mind that, yeah, we're going to get this done.
Yeah.
You've got to come in and give Italy the utmost respect by playing your best volleyball. France aren't doing that. Italy are, and Italy are up by 6 as a result.
Perfect pass. There you go, Patrick gets him back on track.
But it's a foot fault from Patrick.
Oh no.
Kolejny punkt dla reprezentacji Włoch. 15-8.
Gianni
Yep,
is
there it
going to be
is.
very happy.
No, but fortunately it's Dave Rogers who'll have to talk with him, not us.
This is true. And he'll probably send Loic Ishiada anyway.
I would for Dave as well. Patrick this time takes off behind the attack line.
That's better. Can't leave it too late though before they start making a move.
No, not at all. And you kind of feel it. You're looking at their faces. There's some stress showing. And how much fun for Italy, right? You've got a nice lead early on, aggressive swinging. You've got an uncomfortable France. They've already taken a timeout.
This is where you want to be, is Italy, because you know France will come back. They will get into it. But if you've got a big enough lead, then it's going to be really difficult for them.
Absolutely, look at that. Service pressure is there. Here's another triple, becomes a double block. Patry having the most success, so they go to him again. The block over and over again. Italy blocks a couple of times and then jumps on it at the net.
Bertoli had absolutely zero, I mean, no idea where the ball had gone as he made up the first triple block. He's looked up, where is it? It's gone back over. They're getting all the touches, like that one.
Yeah.
And then this is that sums up the match so far. That touch, and it's straight up for a free swing for Italy. And even then they don't go into the net when two of them collide.
Right,
I mean,
exactly.
Everything's going their way.
They're living life right, perhaps. Look at this lead for them, an 8-point lead.
Wychodzą i Francuzi, i Włosi na boisko. To powitajmy ich teraz bardzo, bardzo gorąco.
Well, back again, and you've talked about it. You hope they don't leave it too long. This would qualify, in my eye, as too long. An 8-point lead, so if they don't step on the gas here, they're in trouble.
Way too long.
Way overdue. Especially when Italy is service pressure. A little tenderness, how about that? The French touch.
He was quite tight on the net here, Legoff, and so to the ball. He couldn't have really get a full swing. But it's well played as well, because the block was getting in close to him.
10-17.
Catches up high. A little bit of a blind swing. Wow! It's out. love the guts it took to take that swing.
A bit much in it. It's very good effort, good aggressive swing.
Bartoli front court for Italy. There's another one with the same result.
They're going to challenge. Oh, they're going to go for a timeout instead.
Italy's first timeout after consecutive points by France.
Sposta bene le gambe, un po' come hai fatto adesso che cerchi di andare sulla palla. Mattia, senza, cioè va bene la determinazione. Se la palla ti arriva da molto dietro, si toglie con il utilizzo, quindi c'hai quegli altri due. Nelle altre situazioni c'è, però non è, ragazzi, tutto niente. Andiamo e giochiamo anche con la testa.
Andiamo.
Questo è da svolgersi, che spazio per Valenciense, che wszyscy zadowoleni. Kolega się nie boi, kolega nie zna takiego uczucia jak
Not sure what we were looking for there. Everybody landed just fine. A terrific start. Even on the attacks, this team, Italy has 2 blocks, France 0. Oh! Introduce yourself, Volenta.
It's great to have a talent like that. He's only 19. Piacenza player, but by no means a starting opposite for them.
Another ball, middle out of system again. And for Italy, that'll be their 5th error of the set.
Enough's enough. So Loati is out, Tilly's in. Steady player, Tilly.
Well, it needs to be steady and productive if France is to be able to come back from this deficit. Bartolo. Wow, you're gonna pull your paws out? Yes, hand set, gorgeous set. Absolutely beautiful set on that spinning ball.
This pass is magnificent. And then Tilly, nonchalant as you like with that play.
Off the block, okay. Pretty tempo set to Tilly. Let's just call an impact player coming in off the bench. Hey, Tilly, take care of this for us, would you?
For those of you that are learning your trade, wanting to be a great player, maybe now you're not a starting player and you're on the bench. This is exactly what you've got to do when you get a chance to come on. You're on and you're ready to play. Not 2 or 3 points, not make an error to start with. You're on and ready to go.
Off the block to stop the run.
Lovely set, Spertoli. Tilly not looking to see where the ball is coming to, just putting in a position and looking or closing his eyes, looking down.
That's never a good idea, is it?
We just don't know when the ball's going to hit you, so you can't really be aggressive. You can take a bit of space away, but it's quite a passive block, really.
That's not a passive block. 2 coming back from France. They're chipping away at this little bit by little bit. I don't know if it's going to be too little, too late.
Might just be enough points, but they're going to have to go 2-1 pretty much every time. Blocking isn't a defensive action. Blocking is an aggressive action.
It's about ruining somebody's day. That's what I always say. They've got plans, and you instigate a change of plans.
Break the
What about the stare afterwards? Love it, just looking him down.
Well, Italy are challenging for a block touch here. They're going to see who's touched it last, and I might just see if there's been a 1-2.
Yep.
Yes. What is your conclusion?
Wim Cambrai. Taking a look. How about this Italian team coming out and absolutely from the first serve applying pressure?
Something that France knew was going to be coming.
Yep.
But it's almost as if, yeah, we got this. But they've left it way too late here. Don't do that to us, TV. That was that. You can't go as if and run a. Oh, here we go. So this is the thing, right? So look at this.
Oh yeah.
1 and then.
Oh.
2. But the same last touch you see, but that to me is he's got one hand on, 2 hands on,
side,
and then takes one off and finishes with the other, 2 touches.
Yeah, I mean.
But hey ho, it's not been cool. Carry on.
This is set point number 2 for Italy. Tilly gets it back in his lap, and it's a triple block to finish it off. Italy wins the first set.
That should be a wake-up call for France. Yeah, another couple of contacts in the block, but a well-formed block across the net. Italy earned that set.
They sure did, as the young Italian team, aggressive from the start, to the French. Taking a look at the numbers, Clayton, what story do they tell?
France errors 7. Italy blocks 3-2, and an ace serve. Again, the thing that France needed to do was bring serving pressure. They didn't do that, nowhere near enough. And even then, by the time they did, Italy were in a good place. They're all revving, they're all ready to play, and so out-system plays weren't a problem. They're warm, attacking, ready then to attack the block, which Bottolo and Porro were doing that. Volleyball was doing that. Question now is, can Italy continue that, and will France go back to Luati? Will they leave Tilly on? Will keep Brizard on as well? They wanted Brizard in for a bit more height in the block because Italy were exploiting that over Tonuti.
Well, Brizard brought attitude in with him as well, a kind of chippiness that maybe the French need at this point. Really nice execution. Bottolo leads all players with 6 points.
Unsurprising, and got a piece of that block as well at the end. A lot of the ball having to go outside because of Italy's serving pressure.
I mean, that's what it will really come down to in this set early on, is to see the adjustments that France makes, especially in terms of service pressure, because we did see Italy in system quite a bit. They were able to run their middles.
Rogoff's going to come in. He's going to stay in rather through the middle. I don't think they're making hers. So Tilly's going to stay in through the outside. So Toniuti's back on court. So just the one change then for France.
Oh, an important change in Tilly, who had an impact as soon as he came in fairly late. Italy will have first serve. Spertoli will deliver the ball. No changes for Italy. Spertoli service. On the money pass. Patry, big dig by Spertoli. It comes back, chip to the end. They may regret that swing because here comes Patry again. Off hands and head.
Good swing again from Patry. Lovely dig, Spertoli, the first time round, taking that angle. Nice wide base. Unfortunately for Italy and for Mosca, didn't really see that one. Didn't close the gap well.
Through the middle they go, and that's where their power will lie with Mosca.
Not an easy swing to make this when you're coming in on an angle close over to that side of the court where he's going. He needs to turn this a bit, and he does it very well.
Young Lucaporo. Oh. Okay, there's nothing more frustrating. See my shirt? Get out of my way.
That's not an error you expect to see from France at all. These guys have been playing together for years.
Not even close. Yeah. I told you my eyes are terrible every time.
It's great, isn't it? You turn that no into a little work. I think yes, yeah.
Wow. Pass is good. They go run to the middle again. That's so important for Italy. Everybody's starting to cheat.
Benikov couldn't get out of the way of that one.
Little ball in, very easy pass. My goodness, falling backwards and swings.
Well, Clevano didn't overly commit to the swing. As soon as he sees that Toniuti's on with the one hand, he just delays a tad, but he has to still make a correction. And that's a really good swing to the line.
Sent far too long, Sedek. As you pointed out, we looked at the stats. There weren't an overabundance of errors, but I mean, still 7, I believe it was, by France, enough. And Italy contained theirs in the first set, unlike that. Three in a row. My side, your side, my side again.
Oh, Bartolo's up to serve next. Could be another one, or it could be an ace.
In is good. How about that? Good serve. Makes it hard for the middle. Block is late, and they pay for it.
That's what you want, a one-on-one. Spertoli.
Trouble. Full out of system. They'll go with 2 blockers. That is just filthy. Filthy. Changes his timing and makes the reigning Olympic champions take it down with him.
Just put a nice roll into that. Oh. They've gone too high.
Seal the net. Patry, just enough to slow it down, even if he is using his head. Here it comes again. Patry will just deliver. Free ball, what systems will you use? Yes, double up the middle, and it's perfect.
That is so quick, and it is from contact to contact. We're talking, I think, almost tenths of a second. Look at that.
The feeling coming off of Italy is that they're playing, the only word I have is free. They're playing free, able to do so much. I mean, to be able to change that pace of the shot and have Italy take it down with them.
There's going to be trouble here for France if they're not careful.
Yeah.
They've got to change their attitude. Their mindset's not right.
Well, they're going to start with the timeout.
Francja, Włochy, dwa bardzo roztańczone narody, no to pokażemy im, jak się tańczy w Polsce. Patrzymy na ekran i szukamy tych najbardziej roztańczonych kibiców.
Alors,
Kibice.
la différence, c'est ce moment, non? C'est nous avons 4 services float, plus 12 spin.
To będzie zwycięzca naszego
Et l'Italie
konkursu na bank.
a beaucoup de services. Mais ça non est un problème. Que quand nous avons un jour de récession négative, c'est un problème de bloc, de timing de bloc. Nous devons faire point.
Allez, allez!
Jest zdecydowany zwycięzca.
I don't know what that last look was that we just saw.
I wszystkie ręce wyższe klaszczą.
Sure, Tilly knows at the moment. France look unsure as to what's quite going on and how they're going to get out of it.
It's turned out to be quite an interesting match in that France never led in set number 1. They trailed by as much as 7. Set 2, you think they might turn it around, and Italy comes out sharp again. There's a perfect in system.
6-8.
Better play this time by France, although from Tonyuji's perspective, there's nowhere else you can go. That's got to be a better commit block from Italy.
Ball's on, Spertoli calls his own number, why not? One time.
If you're not going to key in on the front court setter, Tilly's watching, he's kind of...
No recognition. The most obvious missed assignment there is in volleyball, in my opinion, is exactly that.
Well, the point is when you get a front court setter, you want to pinch block against them. So have your outside behind, have your middle in front, and then both of you can be aware then of that second ball or touch.
And France had neither. Off the hands and out. Is this the moment where France comes back alive and takes control? They trailed just by 1.
They've been snoozing. Nice flipper from Grebennikov.
Trouble pass. Off hands. It's going to be chased down. It's coming back. Beautiful swing out of system. Here it comes again. Top. I think you just can't give it back that easy because you will pay on the other side. It's the second time, really, that we've seen Luca Poro kind of go slow down the line.
This is better than France, that's for sure. That timeout seems to have made a bit of a difference.
Consecutive points since the timeout. Now we're even at 9. Brooklyn, as you guys like to say.
Indeed, 9-9.
Dave Rogers in the wings. Pass is good to the middle. And it felt like that was going to be the moment, but no.
The serving pressure's better now from France. They're finding the edges of Italy's serve-receive unit. It's not all about the power anymore. They're taking players away. They're making it difficult for Vitolo with those jump float serves. He's not quite liking them to his left, and then over onto the other side of the court as well. So serving pressure's much better from France. Not so good that time from Poro.
No. Tilly. Pass is okay. They're running the middle at every possible opportunity, the Italians.
He's going to go back there again as well. That's Sadiq's now got some serious thinking to do. And from that distance, Sadiq needs to do better as well. That he had time to get there.
Yeah, they're keeping Mosca very active. 7 points, 6 attack points for him out of the middle. Wow, you think that play is over? Not so fast. Free ball given, probably a little too easy. And here you go. Patry, another great dig, though. Bertoli gets a piece of it.
Unfortunately for Mosca, he fell like a tree then, trying to get that one.
If a tree falls in the forest.
And there's no one around to hear it.
Yeah, it's a point then for France.
Oh, and...
Okay.
Yeah. We'll not make another sound.
Triple block, playing it safe there as you would. And now it's just looking a little more French as they take their first lead of the match.
Good cut, it's right off the elbow.
Sadiq.
Tell you what, if there's any player that is going to be giving Gianni a real headache in terms of selection, it's Sadiq.
Yeah, how so?
Because he's literally just come into the team. He's 18 years of age. Chilenese not here, so he's kind of stepping into that role. And you've got to think that Geoffroy, at 30, might be thinking, I'm in trouble in terms of going to Paris. Certainly, Le Goff's in. I don't think that's a problem, and they'll only take 3 middle blockers. Yeah. I don't think Boltor is currently reserved for this week. I'm not sure whether he'll get it. Maybe between those two, Geoffroy and Boltor. Certainly for the one spot, maybe Sadiq could take it from both of them. That's a great serve.
You mentioned the service pressure. Here it is. Is this the moment that France will build a lead?
Certainly France hope so, and everyone supporting them does.
And it's enough for a timeout for the Italians. Oh, did not watch the ball to this platform.
Un pochino perché però volete fare, alla fine state perdendo la concentrazione sulle cose più semplici. Ci siamo urtati in ricezione. Clevenot, questo cazzo di punto così non lo fa. Il problema non è la ricezione, il problema è che sulle palle alte, questi giocano solo sulle mani, fategli tirare qualche colpo. Aspettate, molto ordinati. Ehi, Gabriele, anche tu fai parte della squadra, vieni qua. Ecco, sì. Mi raccomando, aggiungiamo una cosa. Senza andare a
I was talking about the high ball, talking about Clevenot and what he's doing and respecting that and where their problems are at the moment, which I couldn't work out which one they were, but they've got a few problems. Italy, certainly passing's not been great.
Well, I heard one problem there because my mother's an Italian immigrant. They don't have patience. Aspett. That's all I heard over and over again, was to have a little bit more patience. There's the pressure. An absolute awning. That's a press over.
Well, Valletta comes in, he's got such a big swing, and he's way back coming in. So you look at this swing, look how much time they've got to get in and get that block closed because of he's coming from so far back. He's got to speed that up, change his tempo.
Patry, power into the net. France took the lead, but hasn't really run away with it. Plevno. Serve is nice. Roof block. Delivered by France, and that'll send the birthday boy back to the line again.
Certainly will. That is these are great. Look at this, up, gets across, and he closes his eyes, so all he knows as he opens them is that he sees that ball going down and thinks, yes.
Feels the wind. Slowed down, here it is again. Uh-oh, that's a tight ball. Great joust. And again, pulling the string on that, it just gives too much of an opportunity. The chase is on. Ooh. Good peripheral vision.
Yeah, didn't hurt himself then.
And of course you put it where he should be, Brizard. Just awareness.
France are ready to play now, that's for sure. This chase, thinking, be careful, be careful. Oh, he did so well. He could have caught the edge of that. That would have been painful.
Olympic hurdles, perhaps, for him. And every setter should always put it right in the spot that the libero should be. Substitution for Italy as Lorenzano comes in. Levino passed again and pulled back with a smile. That'll end the 30-year-old Plevno's time at the line. It's a good way to spend your birthday.
Indeed. Nice opening swing this for Gironi. Having just come onto the court.
Sanguinetti's serve too long, and now we're really seeing a lead. 5-point lead for France. And how about this? We're seeing Ingapet.
Ingapet, oh, hello.
Ingapet.
We are graced by his presence.
Yes, how great is that for the fans? He did not play the last time this team faced Italy. Pulling the string on the first one. That's the swing I've been waiting for from Porro. Oh my goodness, a scoop.
Oh!
That was an absolute scoop of gelato back. What a set.
Evan, stop it. He knew he's running after this. You watch the way he runs. Look, the way he set his hands back so he would get that massive spin on the ball to send it to the net. Fabulous.
You better believe it, take a timeout after that. We talked about the artistry of France. That's next level.
Just got to think to yourself, haven't you?
Aggressivo, la palla è vicino di te. Se la puoi prendere prima tu di lui, la prendi. Ma tu o lui così, non è che aspettiamo per una situazione del genere. In battuta cerchiamo di trovare continuità, perché adesso stiamo andando e tirando come Dio vuole. Troviamo continuità, ma lasciate stare lì, perché ha preso ritmo, andate un pochino dall'altra parte.
That's a great shot, actually. That then both the players seeing how their platforms were set and ready. Oh, if only he had bigger feet.
Ingapet. On top. Beautiful swing by Porro. And that'll do it. Ingapet has done his job. He leaves the floor.
Well, if there's ever one play, if you think, I'm not sure whether
Yeah.
or not I'm going to take Ingapet, let's get him onto serve, see how he can do it.
Yeah,
He comes out of that, yep, you're going, you're fine.
Yeah, yeah, check. Take the rest of the day off, maybe. Trouble pass, does not jump on it. They move it the other way, making the block move. Deep corner, picked up well, and it's got to be a good swing. And it is.
Porro's absolutely fearless setter.
Dobry atak z drugiej linii. 20 do 16. 16 do 20 w zasadzie teraz.
Back again. Patry has been the winner for this team repeatedly.
That one just grazing their hair. As it went through the block from Luca Porro.
Service long, they're opening the door enough, I don't know. Will Italy be able to walk through it? We'll see.
Interesting, just a like-for-like change. They're not gonna take Patry out, so Tonucci running the offense now, rotation 1. But only Sadiq's in a good spot for a swing. And possibly Cleveland on the pipe. Don't have to worry.
No, when you give it away. Japan having a good time. On the bench, it's back up to 5. It's been service pressure, you said, for the most part for France in this set. Responding. Beautiful dig in the first swing. Uh-oh, it comes back again. Can go anywhere. They go behind and out. An opportunity. Italy hasn't pushed past this 4-point.
It's going quick, but you've got to still have a bit of height on the ball. And it wasn't high enough then for Tillies. He's coming in. That's why the net came into play.
Mosca, short serve. And that's a Dave Rogers dig.
Oh, careful, Dave.
Oh my goodness, who knew he had such bad hands?
He's more used to catching egg-shaped balls than round balls.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, him looking for a Sharpie to sign it. Blessing the world with his autograph.
Yeah, I'm not sure you need to devalue any volleyballs here.
It's a rough crowd. Dufoy.
It's a great save.
Good, strong push.
What was really good about that joust from Bartoli, just kept his arm straight. So it doesn't matter. You're not going to get pushed away, and he was keeping his body in a good place with his shoulder. So it was a lot of work to be done by Patry in that. Well played again. At this level, you've got to have all these shots, all these skills, all these solutions that you need to be able to find.
Set point, France.
Well missed by Geoffroy. He's coming on as a specialist server. And it sometimes takes him a while to get going.
Well, they don't have time to get going, though, although it's a second set point for France. Got to go for it on the serve. I respect it. Big swing. Ball's up. Got to be hard. Gets around it. All options. Love it. What a beautiful set play from Italy.
Given that Paolo Poi, he's only 22, and he's been leading the line for Allianz Milano all last season. He's such a good setter, such a confident setter, knows where he can go, knows what to do.
Avec l'exclamatif et la ballotte, et après c'est droit que la défense.
Proszę Państwa, przypominamy, że Fundacja Herosi i Fundacja Polska Siatkówka zbierają pieniądze na rzecz
A couple of consecutive points by the Italians causes Italy to just slow it down, use their second and final timeout, but it will be their third set point.
Zwykłą symbolikę, żeby dołączyć się do całej akcji. Setowa piłka, kolejna.
Paolo Porro taking some nice swings from the service line. Another one again. Doubled up, and there's a crushing kill right up through the middle as France responds and takes the second set with authority.
I think on occasion there we did have men against boys for France, but certainly not in the first set. Italy earned that first set. Now it's very much game on, with France taking the second.
And Italy has been steady, to be fair, right? They're not getting blown out. It's 4 points there. Here's the numbers from set number 2.
France still making more errors, but they got more ball into transition and were able to get more attack points as a result.
As well, a couple of blocks for them. There's our 1x bet probability. It's now, of course, swung back France's way. Well, you said you weren't sure what to expect. I'm not sure that Italy's coaches knew exactly what they were going to expect either, but Dave Rogers is about to find out.
Yeah, I hope so. That young Italian team, they really caught you by surprise in the first set, didn't they?
No, we weren't. It's been 3 days that we're warning the guy because it's a really particular context for us to play against like the team. And we're warning them a lot on the quality of those young guys. And they had to be shocked, I think, by the first one to then react. And we hope now that we keep this level.
Are you pleased with the reaction?
Yeah. We enjoy mostly around the mindset because on the first one it wasn't so aggressive. And we need to keep on pushing this way.
Any changes for the third set?
No.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. No changes, and finally they've woken up. Let's go find Italy.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? That's the thing. And it was an interesting response, Clayton, where he said they needed that shot.
Well, this is the thing, that for those coaches that are watching this and have been through exactly that situation, you can tell players till you're blue in the face. It's like telling your child, don't put your hand in the fire, it's going to burn. It's going to, oh, look, it burned you, didn't it? Oh, wow, did I tell you? And they've been telling them, do not underestimate this team, do not underestimate this team, do not underestimate this team. After the first set, you underestimated this team.
You underestimated the team, and they won't touch the hot stove a second time, their coaches hope, but for Italy, what impressed you the most about the way they came out in this match?
Well, they just know they're here to enjoy. They've been given what an opportunity. They're thinking they've got the summer off. They're doing it. It's like, oh no, do you know what, lads? Do you want to fancy going to Poland and play the VNL final? What? Yes, of course I do. And they're here to play. And for Spetali as well, he's got an option. He's leading this group of players. A player we expect to see in Paris for Italy is a setter with Ginelli.
It's time to find out what they've been thinking, and Dave Rogers will get the information.
Yes, and we've not got him for long because he's a very busy man. Coach, I know you've got a lot to do, but how pleased are you with how this young team have performed, and how are you going to get back into the game in the next set?
Our attitude is good. We want to play good, we want to win, but the young maybe sometimes it's over in this situation, especially in second set. In some situation we have to be lucid. We have tranquility. In Polish it's spokojnie, very spokojnie. But we stay in the match. We try to play better in some situation, maybe in high ball, when the French attack high ball, to have the opportunity for us.
Well, it's a great game and the players are doing well. Good luck. Simple as that. I'm excited.
Yeah, exactly. Just nice and steady, right? Especially when you're with the youngsters, Dave. You don't want to get too excited, too high or too low. I have the same issue with Clayton Lucas when I work with him. I don't want to get too high or too low.
You've just got to keep those excitement levels just right. Mind you, I'll be blinded by the light at the moment. They've done something with the lighting for this set of quarterfinals.
Yes.
Where literally there's a searchlight is grabbing us in between points. So it's, well, there we go. Right now, let's go see who's going to grab this third set. I think France have done enough in that second. They'll push on.
Yep.
They need to maintain the level. They maintain the level, then there's nothing Italy will be able to do about it, I don't think. They gave a few players a rest, brought a few players in. They brought the starters back now from the first, but they're keeping Gironi on. So again, there's tinkering with the setup. Spertoli's back in.
Well, and I think for them, right, it's an opportunity, as you talked about. We'll see if they still have fun. It's never that much fun when you're not winning, but they've got plenty to work on their own side. Roof block. France, the reigning Olympic champions. 8,000 people came to see them for this match, both teams.
Enjoyed that one. Well, it's great, isn't it? Because Poland aren't playing, but this is what Poland's all about. Their love of volleyball, that they will come and watch other international teams play.
And with good fun, because the Italians have come out swinging again.
Pretty much a free swing.
Spertoli. Bad karma.
Spernoli. That one. That was where things in the first set were going their way. That had trickled over and caused France all sorts of problems in set
exactly. Tonucci's serve. I tell you, I really like seeing the middle attackers for Italy.
Nice movement from Krebenikov. He's unlucky. He's got himself in exactly the right place. Can't get the angle he needs.
Mosca's been very successful in the middle. For the middle, Spertoli in the right spot, unable to contain the heat.
And Klevno being helped from not going under the net whilst he has this swing. I think Patrick grabs him. But yep, got you.
Spertoli behind. Using every zone of the net is Italy, and Mosca has been the one causing the most problems for the French. Another.
That's such a good serve because Klevno's he's been taken high and he can't get to the side as he's just going back. By the time he tries to do anything, it's on him, look. And he can't get one shoulder under the other. He can't get round, can't create space. Lovely serve.
Leandro Mosca having a really nice match. Perfect pass, it comes down. Dig by Mosca. A rifle as an arm. Is it good? It sure is. Bottolo. Mosca leads all players with 10 points, 8 attacks, and great service pressure as well. As soon as I say great service pressure, he serves long. City. Serving for France. And we're back to I Miss You Miss. Valenta delivers a tough serve to the outside. Patriot around it. Bringing it back, come down the net. How about that swing from Volleyball?
Such a big reach, isn't he? It's always going to be tricky to deal with. Good pressure to start with from Italy.
Après una riflessione, sì, nous devons aider per la
Love the crowd in this quarterfinal match between Italy and France. And a yellow card has been issued, I believe it was to Italy's coach. Volleyball again, this time takes something off of it. Outside, no.
Always looking for the gaps in blocks, always looking for good solutions, Klevno.
What a perfect pass. Sbertoli didn't even have to take a step to receive that pass.
Lorenzano is an exceptionally good libero. Look at that, he just gets that platform set, nice strong base, and he sets it early so Sbertoli knows exactly where to be ahead of time.
Service pressure coming the other way. Got that set with style. Looks like they're trying to manufacture a little excitement on France's side after that play.
Sometimes you have to do that. When there's nothing coming from the other side and it feels a bit flat, you've got to do this. You've got to get yourselves up and going.
On top of it, well passed. Tilly in a joust. It's still in play. It's about what Italy does with it right now. Lorenzano sends a free ball. Options available. Go back to what's been working with Patry.
Sanguinetti has been taken hook, line and sinker by Le Goff in the middle. And then Patry can go wherever he wants.
Big block through hands. There's a whistle. It's a fault by France, yeah.
Oh, well, that's part because that ball's come off of him and just caught his hand and moved him a little bit, such as the power in that swing.
Sanguinetti's serve is long. Le Goff will serve. It was him who we saw trying to get some excitement out of his team. Patry trying to show the same. Beautiful pass. You know, there's a point in my head now that if this is the B team from Italy, Italy is going to be very well positioned for years and years.
Oh, look, they swept the board the last couple of Euros and Worlds at underage level. It's so exciting what they've got and what's to come.
I mean, look how they are keeping up with the reigning Olympic champions. And look unstressed while they're doing it. I think that's the other thing, is they look comfortable the whole time. Sbertoli. That's the one answer they have not been able to fix. They cannot crack the nut.
Well, there's not any teams who've really been able to crack that nut. for that's Patry, because of the way he comes in. Look, he can have gone to the line, he can go to the gap, he can go to the other side of the block. He's always got 3 solutions.
Off the block and out. Another point for Italy as they hang on to this lead. And this is what we've seen. Italy has led in every set. Patry, they find him the other side. He goes through hands. Oh! I wasn't sure Bottolo's positioning was great, and he just crushed it cross court.
The way he gets into, look at that, gets out, not all the way, just enough, couple of steps. Ball's in front of him, gets his chain going, and really whips through the ball.
Reset here, they'll go back again. Oh, I like the idea, I respect the idea, the execution falls short.
2 inches higher, that's on the court, and it's a point for Italy. He's got it all right, because, look,
yeah,
Patry's out of the play completely, trying to take his hands away. No one was getting that ball.
Here it is, off the block.
That's one where he should have, again, cross-court angles wide open for him, take it. Didn't need to do anything else.
You know, it's funny, I was thinking about that, Clayton, and then I thought, I think it was a case of, I think you know what I'm thinking, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, you can see, I mean, you can see that. He's just,
yeah,
probably needed to go not so steep on that angle.
defend yourself.
It never ceases to amaze me the amount of power and pace these guys can generate from a standing jump or a one-step jump.
This time, Patry takes the line option. Strong service. Chufat.
Oh, ow, 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 he's dived on the carpet.
Nice.
This is what you want. You want full commitment, but you don't want to be doing that because you're not going anywhere.
Oh, but it's the slide afterwards that doesn't slide, right?
Yep, he's lucky he didn't bang his chin or anything like that as well.
No, but under his shirt there's a burn. Service pressure continuing. Brave serves from Volleyball. Popped up, just looked at it, recycle. And then made it look so easy. How special is Bottolo?
Very. It's where he finds the gap in the block. The tip coming from such a high place, there was time for Lorenzano to go and get it. Yeah, he's just a bit wide on the block for Patry.
Ma queste situazioni non fanno la differenza. Di là, la balotte, il top, la disciplina.
Śmiało, śmiało. Wszyscy. Cała ta ogromna, wielka trybuna. Od tej chwili naśladujemy jego wszystkie ruchy, posędziujemy sobie mecz razem z nim. On nie wie kompletnie o co chodzi, bo jest Belgiem, więc nie rozumie, co ja mówię w tej chwili.
Just great eyes on the ball by Bottolo on that pass.
Ich zajęcie wcale nie jest jakieś tam wybitnie trudne, bo oni wiedzą, że jest trudne. No to uwaga. Kochani, wszystkie jego ruchy. Dużo ich nie ma.
Pass is perfect. Where will they go? Outside, Klevno. Makes it look so smooth, like a fine French wine.
Zwracajcie uwagę na każdy
Seems like you're going to have a hard hit then. They set up for it, but there's no way anyone's getting a ball like that when it's played that side of the block.
Brizard, front court setter, came in for France. Again, beautiful attack.
Ja to czekam na challenge, żeby był.
Cleveland staying in. He didn't really realise that ball was never going all the way out wide, but he still couldn't stop the ball.
Power. Go back again. Little ball. Great pickup. Plevno. And he does not get the line.
Well, what we're seeing here that some may have noticed is that, well, they've stopped it now, but all of the fans behind the first ref were mimicking the signals he was making.
Yeah, Will Cambray said actually that's one of his favorite things about officiating here. Ball down. Gorgeous.
18-13 dla Włoch.
Great height.
5-point lead again for Italy. Sanguinetti, service pressure. Patry, just too powerful.
He's been the go-to player for France, but they need more than just him at the moment. Geoffroy's coming back in, so he's going to stay on, play through the middle. Engapet's serving for France.
Pass is good. They run the middle, get Engapeth off the back line.
5 punktów przewagi, 19-14. Kto kibicuje Włochom, poproszę teraz o rytmiczne oklaski.
It's the height and the speed. By the time he's contacting this, look, there's nothing there. It's a freebie.
Italy about to enter the red zone, but not so fast. Patry again.
The fans thought that was a block. And Italy for a second did too, but it's actually gone down his side and still in front of Porro as well.
Brizard. Full out of system, no one on. Picked up well, back. Patry. Just shooting fish in the barrel.
But one thing's happening at the minute that Italy don't seem to be picking up on quite so much is the fact that France haven't run the middle at all. Geoffroy's come in, he's not getting this ball, he's not getting this ball. So don't worry about him, get out there earlier and help out.
Allora, veloce ad entrare, una cosa, Leo, se non c'è Ricky, perché fai lo spostamento verso qua? Adesso sta alzando tanto a Patry. Se c'è Ricky capisco che ti vuoi un po' preparare, ma non c'è Ricky e poi allunga il passo perché sta mancando poco. Lui il riferimento lo sta dando adesso, sta mancando poco perché... Ragazzi, una palla alla volta.
Zawsze jest to jakiś pretekst.
It's got to be somewhat frustrating for France at this point. They've used their second timeout. Coach has told Dave Rogers, yeah, I'm pleased with the response. It's all about that, and then come back here and have Italy leading all through the third set as well. Brizard. Uncontested, gorgeous by Volleyball. There is no joy on France's side right now.
It's okay, coaches, never mind that. If you're aggressive with your service.
Uh-oh. That's take cover, put your helmet on. Within 2 now.
That's more like it. Tilly, good serving pressure.
Back again, smooth to Volleyball.
So that's a good mismatch. So he's got a bit of height over the top of Clevenot. He can make the most of that. Spertoli can find him consistently. But right now, Italy, from the serving line, just going to keep bringing the heat here where they can.
They don't run the middle, but they do run the pipe.
Again, when was the last time that France run the middle? I'm not sure they've run it more than once in this set. There was a whole bunch of options then for Italy not to worry about Geoffroy at all. But now they're going to have to worry about Le Goff.
Yeah, exactly. And Italy led 19-14. Outside. My goodness. Bottolo.
Another fast swing from him from a great height as well. And so France's block just cannot compete with that.
No, and France is out of timeouts, bringing in Gironi.
Blocking substitution, no recognised setter on court for Italy.
Power, they go outside to challenge it, but one blocker not going to be enough. That's Clevenot.
Well, Gironi does the only thing he can do, which is protect the middle of the court as best he can. But he leaves a whole bunch of the line.
Patry behind the service line. Down by 2. Ball's up. It's going to take big swings, and he's the right man for the job. Bottolo.
Patry. You've had all the time from this swing. Watch Patry all that time, and look, as soon as that touched me, what's he doing? What's Patry doing there? He didn't stay leaked in, and he's gone back. He needs to have turned and gone. That's an easy pickup to make. That's a wasted chance, unfortunately, for France.
Bottolo again, service pressure needed. And he got it. Wow. Here's an opportunity for Italy. Absolutely, you go to Bottolo. Who else? Play doubles at this point. He's unconscious.
And the fact that Italy have been playing their middles, meant that on this one occasion, Le Goff thinks is going middle, and so it becomes wide open now. Fabulous play from Italy.
116 kilometers an hour for that spike speed puts Italy at set point. Bottolo serving for the set. And the door cracks open.
Just rushed that a little bit. Didn't quite hit up on it. Won't go deep enough.
Brizard, front court setter. There's the pass. Block is solid. People standing around to watch. The only person back there was Bottolo.
Yeah, there's no need for Lorenzano to be in that 3-meter line. That's a pet hate of mine. Is Libro's rushing in all the time to the 3-meter line.
Adesso a questa palla qui, indirizzati. Attenzione alle variazioni. Seguiamo, che questi sono tutti i palloni che possiamo giocare. Vai, buona Bovo. Gira alto. Questa era da competenza. Vamos raga.
Nieważne z kim, ważne byle szczerze.
Some interesting footwork then. And it's Bottolo, so his left is left. He's not planting his heel at all. It's just almost off he's jumping off his toes.
How he gets to that height off his toes is beyond me. It is Italy set point number 3. That'll fall and do it, and Italy takes the lead. 2-1. Wow!
This is unexpected.
That was very composed. You said you didn't know what to expect. So then there can't be anything unexpected, right?
It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. France have been around the block a few times. They know what to expect and what to do, and so many players are at the wrong end of 20 with all of that experience, and yet they find themselves 2-1 down against a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, but again, it's Italy doing it to themselves in parts with these errors, opponent errors. 6.
Look at that, Italy. Well, Italy, France only made...
Italy's errors.
France only made 2, but look at that, 21 attacks. They've just taken that set to France and said, come on then, what are you going to do about it? And the answer is nothing.
1xBet is fickle, swinging one way and then the other. I mean, I just think from the Italian players' point of view, what fun it is for them. Hey guys, we've been playing together in all these other tournaments. Let's go see what we can do.
Can you imagine if they win this and find themselves in the semi-finals?
Against Poland, in Poland.
Oh my goodness.
But that's the thing, I bet they can. I bet they can imagine that, you know?
And why not?
Yeah.
But if they continue to play the way they are, and France continue to play the way they are, this is done 3-1. See, for Spertoli, this 38-43% is fine. You can run the middles, and he was running the middles from the second zone. So keeping all that pressure on France. But France just didn't really run the middle. That's been part of the problem, I think. So Italy weren't having to worry about that. They were getting touches in good areas as a result.
I wonder if we'll see a change in there. I wonder if the coaches will say, hey, let's do something different and run the middles. It perplexes me why they haven't been with the serving numbers, with the passing numbers we just saw.
Well, we're going to find out, that's for sure. If France can't get it right between the ears, then that's it. This, you feel, is more of a mental than physical issue for France at the moment. Just getting that mindset right, getting themselves in the place they need to be able to play. Because the last thing they want is 5 sets. And then they certainly haven't got as much rest as their opponents will have had if they win this one.
Rizar getting the start for France. And Juffon also getting the start in the middle for France this set.
SMS o treści kibicuj na numer 661000031.
Spertoli serve picked up immediately. What do they do?
Run the middle.
Yep.
Geoffroy is up and on the board.
That seems the conversation we were having might have mimicked the conversation they were having.
At times it's volleyball 101 though. You've got to get the middles running so that you can create spaces out wide.
No answer for Bottolo. He is having a great match. Wow. Bottolo second only to Patry in his numbers. Down the line, no good for Italy.
A little bit of hang time from Clevenot. As he jumps, he looks, peripheral vision. What have I got? I've got exactly that shot to the line over the shoulder. Fabulous.
Pass is good. And now we're just seeing creativity.
Well, when you get your feet in a good position, you get your timing right, you stay nice and high, use your peripheral vision, then you've always got options. You're always going to be in control of the situation.
Mosca going cross court, Brizard. Side, picked back up. Give me the ball back. And they do.
A no looky cookie from Bortolo to the line this time. But he knows, again,
my goodness.
He knows where Brizard is, so he knows I've only got to get thumb up on this. I can chop that down. No one's getting it.
Running the middle, but unprepared for it. And then the middle coming back, this time wider, Sanguinetti. Italy's running plays. They've got their offense firing.
Italy is here to play as well. And the frustration just continues because, again, the middle's being run and in transition.
Yeah, and Legoff was with him, actually. Fair enough. Baited into that.
Good cut away from the body. Block then helping it on its way out.
His eyes were closed, too, on the block. One, and that inside sharp, too sharp.
I think I'm willing to say that I think you can not close your eyes. It's a bit like sneezing. At that point of impact, you can watch and watch and watch, and I've seen it so many times. They're watching, and then at the point of impact, they close their eyes, but they're still being aggressive, still getting across, and that's very different. That's what's not happening on occasion for France, and blockers in particular that close their eyes the minute they get above the net.
Fair point, we'll watch for it. Meanwhile, the middle very active for Italy.
Spetali loves running the middle because he loves to see that happen.
Grbenikov in for France. Nice pass. Over the top. There we're seeing more middle. Legoff.
That's it. It's now a good contest coming here between Spetali and Brizard as to who's going where, who's doing what.
Yeah, the intensity you can feel just changed a little bit. Some lineup changes for France. Put in some fresh players, and the intensity is leveled up. Ball is out.
Szósty punkt dla reprezentacji Italii, 6-5.
Bortolo's serve. Going right at Grbenikov. Patry, smooth through. France just seems so much more smooth early on in this set.
That serve from Bortolo was exceptional. But then the pass was better, and the swing was even better again.
A little bit of a conversation with our top official, Win Cambry. I'm not sure what the conversation is.
There's something going on somewhere.
Light?
It
perhaps?
might be. Oh, I know. There's some big doors have been opened at the back of the hall, and it's letting light in right in the players' eyes for France. So they're going to have to shut the door.
Meanwhile, the crowd, volare.
Oh, there we go. Oi, oi, shut the door.
Yeah, there it is.
All the blinds are down as well, and that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
They need to do that. So, yeah.
Have everybody in the arena, all 8,000, yell, "Oi!" all at the same time. See if we can get that guy's attention.
Exactly. If someone could just wander over and say, "Excuse me, buddy, can you shut the door, please?" and pull the blinds down.
Somebody has now walked over. Somebody's listening. Well, I saw him walk over, but we're still waiting.
Never ceases
what an odd
to amaze
delay.
me. Well, it never ceases to amaze me, the things that will end up delaying something in volleyball. It's like, well, yeah, we're in a purpose-built arena, 8,000 fans in, here we go, and someone's opened the door. And we've stopped, delayed for door. We had a bit of a delay yesterday because we had hail on the court.
That was the first.
Hail.
That was the first. I mean, I honestly could have taken my headset off, run over there, and closed the door had I known it was going to be this long.
Yeah, there must be some, maybe the door's jammed. We might have to send the enforcer, D-Roj, over.
Dave, what are you doing? Go do it.
Find out what's going on. He's off, everybody. Don't worry, Dave's on the case. Fans, that's so going. Just think back to when we were a little bit younger, and with the fans doing this with their lights on their phones, that would have been done with people holding lighters.
Right, that's right, at a concert.
Exactly. And then it moved to these little torches that you could do, and now look at it. Now everyone's got their own on their phones. It's fantastic.
Well, even better, I love when they do a coordinated light show with your phone. I mean, that's crazy.
There it is. It's the DJ and the presentation, the engagement and entertainment team doing a fantastic job.
Oh yeah, it's an event.
Keep the fans engaged and enjoying what's going on.
Even during a 5-minute plus delay for a door, a jammed door. I'm thinking if that door is stuck open.
I asked to close the gate to be closed. It's such a big problem for you guys. You want to continue or not?
My się do niego podłączymy i pozdrowimy tym samym wszystkich kibiców oglądających telewizyjną transmisję.
Yes, it's a problem. I don't receive, I put my jaw.
Yeah, so it's you can see it's a sliding door and it appears to be jammed.
But because the defense needs to have a okay, we play, we continue.
All right.
Well, they could do. Look, so there's the sliding door, whatever, is stuck. So, and as Rizal was saying, look, don't ask me, ask the passers, because it's getting in their eye line on defense. But they've decided they're going to carry on. Worst case, we get a load of people just to stand over there by the door and their hands in the air and stuff, and just try and block off the light.
Dave Rogers is probably doing the best he can. Now he's come back in. Swing, there's the block. What a pickup! It's still in play. And then stays out of the net. Everyone back on the floor. Italy brings it back again. Oh my!
Oh, yes. That has gone. Porro looking for hands that just were not there anymore. Wow. What an incredible series of pickups, though.
Insane.
Oh, but that is world class, because
and
this is just, hands on that all the way, get through it, get it back to the net, get in the right position, absorb some of the pressure.
To be fair, Porro did find hands. They were just the hands of the elderly woman in the front row.
Oh, did that get a picture for you then? Well, clearly not.
No.
Just maybe it's be my eyes.
Yeah, your eyes. But that woman over there had her hands up.
I don't think she's giving the ball back.
Well, why not? Right?
7-7.
What is interesting about this for France in terms of the distraction of the door for them momentarily and everything is it's a must-win set for the French. And so that's why we really needed to have their approval. Yeah, we'll keep going because no whining about it later on.
Yeah, they've made a decision.
Great swing by Volleyball.
Nice cut back into the middle for that swing.
Neck and neck in the set. Spertoli serve. Down the line, handled well. Go back to what's been working with for you, and that's Patry. So pretty. How about a little tenderness from the Italians?
So high on the ball, he's able to play it in front of him. You can see everything that's happening.
Great serve, back to Patry. Patry's going to have a lot of attacking to do the rest of this set, no doubt. Porro recycles into the triple block. They go again, hit with a feather. Just the slightest touch.
An absolute miss.
That's fine, it's a feather.
Exactly.
I mean, it could be, sometimes we'll say a purse, hit with a feather or a purse, either way.
Oh, he's only just gone to that.
Yeah, because he didn't cut his nails last night.
Yep.
No to skoro się tak dobrze bawimy, drodzy Państwo, spróbujemy wystartować z pierwszą dzisiaj falą. Prawie 8000 ludzi może teraz być jedną wielką falą. Zaczynamy tutaj od sektora M. 3, 2, 1, teraz waszą lewą stronę. Gdzieś najgłośniej.
France has called the first timeout in every set that they played today. Unbelievable. France has been forced into calling that timeout early. The wave has erupted in Atlas Arena.
Moi drodzy, druga fala goni pierwszą. 3, 2, 1, teraz!
Jaffa. 2 missed serves with the wave. It's still going. We're going to catch it this time, Clayton?
I'll try.
Okay. Bartolo. Fire! Excuse me, and that was Porro.
They really want this. And France are in real danger of being knocked out of the quarters.
Amazing. Great power. Patry, super sharp.
He has been the one reliable element, certainly in offense, as Patry, and he must absolutely continue to be so.
Wow, it's like a skitter of an ace.
Fabulous, he's got himself. Great, look at that. It's full on, giving it everything.
Ah, off the foot.
Porro's got himself flat-footed, trying to make that pass and then can't get onto it.
Another serve by Patry in an attempt to tie it up. Lazar, off. Very slow getting up, Patry.
Oh.
Oh! On the stranglehold, kick up. Footy, that ball long? No.
Well, the Euros are on at the moment. Spertoli showing a lot of foot skills. This ball is comfortably in. So France get themselves level.
I don't know if before Bolt 6 we would have called that comfortably in, but now we call it comfortably in.
There's miles in. That one isn't though.
Autowa zagrywka, punkty dla Włochów.
Mosca serving. Well passed, they run the middle, something we hadn't seen in earlier sets. Oh, there's blocks and then there's Le Goff.
This is where the experience of France is beginning to come to the fore at the moment. He's across, closes down the angle in front of Bottolo, doesn't do anything daft, doesn't reach outside of a body line.
Outside, change of pace, well done. Spertoli through traffic. That's twice. Just put him in a phone booth. Tilly on top.
Oh, going to be a bit of trouble. Well, Bottolo, I'm not sure if something was said by Brizard, because Bottolo certainly had a look. Oh, yeah, a little bit of a shout through the net, wasn't there?
Yep. Things maybe will cool off during this timeout.
Una cosa, Matti, questo è over. Stai chiudendo I colpi, cioè se tiri e c'è il muro, tira alto o gioca contro il muro. Non cominciare a chiudere perché non ha senso su queste cose qua. Non andiamo over. La determinazione, mettiamola con la lucidità. State un pochino più attenti che adesso chi batte in salto proverà a spingere un pochino di più, Quindi preparatevi un pochino di più.
That foot touch that we saw from Spertoli is because he was in the wrong body position, so he couldn't go with his hands. His weight was backwards, so he had to get a foot to it. So whilst it looked cool, technically it was because he was in the wrong place.
Tilly's serve is an ace. Excuse me, Cleveno.
Clever Trevor, just what they needed. And again, it's another one, you go into these conflict areas or corridors of uncertainty, hallways of hesitation, whatever you like to call them, they're gonna cause problems. So now they're bringing on Recine.
First time we've seen him in the center of the serve receive. Across from Cleveno. Pulls something off of it, may regret it later. Block, and it's another Italy point, and now the momentum has just shifted. Tide has turned, and Italy will stop the bleeding.
Fabulous block from Silly. He's had a couple now of absolute corkers.
Statemi a sentire, anche tu, Bovo, Mattia, state chiudendo I colpi dritto per dritto. Una cosa dobbiamo fare, abbiamo giocato fino adesso con lucidità, se la palla ti arriva da dietro giocate un altro colpo, non chiudete, che non significa tirare piano, allungate I colpi, portiamoli lì, ragazzi siamo attaccati, adesso, vai!
Tilly 4 points this set. You mentioned the blocking, 2 of them from blocks, 2 from attacks. And it is a delightful atmosphere here in Atlas Arena with this crowd. Block is long. this time.
So it's by no means done and dusted here for France in this set. There are only 2 in front. Italy are going to keep on bringing pressure from the serving line. Gironi's on to block. Spertoli off.
So Lorenzano most likely will set. Behind. What a dig! An absolute scoop! Patry, put back again. It's got to be a big swing. Instead, there's traffic. Ah, 3rd time's the charm.
And now everything's starting to go France's way. That could have been a huge point for Italy. They couldn't get a swing chance. Clevenot's not going to miss that. So Porro's come in. Italy have made the second part of their double substitution to keep 3 attackers in the front row.
And Ingapet at the service line. Oh my.
Yes, oh dear.
He came in so spectacularly early on with like a gelato scoop of a set.
Go think about that serve on the bench.
Still within 2. Bottolo. Fire, is it good? No. It's long. And we're getting later in the set now. Those are starting to hurt. Brizard serving Italy. Stacked right. Just brings power beautifully past. A one-on-one, Brizard. He digs and then celebrates in the middle of the play. Interesting. Off high hands.
Oh, Recine, wonderful. Now,
First swing.
that's Brizard. Not sure what Brizard was up to, making that celebration
Right?
right through the net. There's no need for it. And in fact, he's left a little bit embarrassed at the end because they've lost the point.
Right. That's never good karma. Sanguinetti. He's passed to handle it. Brizard. Another fantastic dig. And the middle. Oh, caught looking.
Well, it was a horrible, horrible ball to have to try and play by Paolo Porro. He only just about got away with that. And Geoffroy with an excellent commit block in the middle.
I'll be interested to see if Brizard continues with his little bit of antagonistic. We've seen him a bit because teams tend to follow their setters. I don't know. We'll see if his emotion is going in the right direction. Outside. Sent back. Pushing through the block, just keeping it simple. Italy back within 2.
France know that if their side-out game can hold, they can get this done. It's up to Italy to keep pushing. Geoffroy getting a close-up he really didn't want.
Can they? That's the question for Italy, down by 2. Serving like rock stars still. Ball. Yes, there is a touch.
That'll be the end of Ricine's time on court. Potentially, certainly for Gironi it will. Ricine get a couple more swings maybe. Didn't get the touch he wanted.
Giuffre pulls the string underneath it. Ricine will send a free ball. Patry behind. You got everybody handled, and yet it's a miss wide. Wow.
This is
keeping the door open.
It really is. It's by no means comfortable at all here for France, and certainly Gianni's not a happy coach. Doing his best to keep himself unflustered. So I need a bit of court wiping going on. Riccine's going to go back and serve. Actually off to play is volleyball in Japan next season with the Torre Arrows. Not often you see players leave Italy at that young age to go play abroad.
Racine serve. Brazar. Back again. Bartolo, triple block. What a set. Bartolo there, and it's a lap ball.
He's lucky. He's so lucky he's not been hurt.
Yeah.
He's stepped it. Look at that. He's on him. No, what a swing that is from Clevernote. And that's good sporting spirit to apologise.
Yeah, and restart his heart, I think, on that one. Absolute chest compression. Service pressure. That's so smart.
It was such a good pass as well off of a serve like that all the options are still there for Italy.
Incredible, the speed of the serve.
Oh, see that when you look at that, it's definitely catch ball material to me. Unless there's somehow he's managed to create a gap, the ball's as his hand's still going forward. But from that angle, it didn't look it.
It was right in front of the official, so. Patry, too much pressure. Totally gets one hand on it.
I reckon Patry's going to get 90% of the next however many sets here for France. The question is, can Italy do anything about it?
Tilly now on the back line, or Clevernote on the back line, Tilly up front. No. Triple block, looking for it. Does he get touch of hands?
Dear. Well, I think we're going to be going 5 now.
Well, we didn't think that at the beginning. And we thought this would go perhaps a different way. So with that, Bartolo comes off the floor and Tommaso Rinaldi comes on. Clevernote. Pass is great. Block sends it back deep. All right then. Good swing by Vololenta.
Riccine's on the floor, and then he gets up to find, oh, here's the ball again. That was a big stroke of luck. They make the most of it. Lovely set by
Yes, it sure is. Vololenta. Oh. Just about to say, at 24 here it comes, and set point France. Gosh, I wouldn't want to get into a 5th set with France in this situation, but then again, Italy didn't want it either. Le Goff. Pound town, and it'll go to a 2nd set point.
Once you establish the middle like that, even with Geoffroy committing, he's not going to get anywhere near Sanguinetti.
110 kilometers an hour, that attack. Tommaso Rinaldi. Patry to finish, but not yet. It's another block by Italy.
That's the first time he's been stopped in the match. It's Ricine who gets him.
Well done, that's a happy Ricine.
Segna la battuta, come questa, se fa la vuole, vai, dopo aspetta, Sì, vai. Siamo a... Sei down.
What's worth noting for anybody who thinks that they're not big enough or tall enough to play volleyball, then just think again, okay? If you've got the skills, you're good enough, you can make it at any level. Because Francesco Recine is 1.82 meters. And he's mixing it with the best, and he's off to play volleyball in Japan in their top league after having a few successful seasons already in Italy with Piacenza.
Third set point, France. And it's handed to him at that point. We will go 5 sets. How about this? The young team, called them the B team at the beginning for Italy, versus the reigning Olympic champions.
Exactly, and Poland will be going, well done, young lads, thank you, thank you. Just keep them on court for 5.
Yeah, exactly.
Wear them out for us.
What is it about Italy that has been so spectacular?
Well, their unpredictability, for one. They've had some luck. Let's not dwell about or beat about the bush on that. And then, but they just come up. They play. The thing is, like, they're talented players who've come up through the ranks. They played World Championships and European Championships at underage level. So this step up to the senior team isn't a huge step for them. And some of them are already, like Recine, Spertoli, Porro, have been in and around the squad for a few years, so they have that experience.
Let me challenge you on this. When you're saying they've had some luck, what are you talking about?
Well, just touches that have gone their way or digs that anyway. But more, I mean, that first set, oh, you can say that, but that first set, we saw it. They were getting a touch or a triple block is bouncing around going down for a point. None of that was happening. So that first set added into the fact that France probably thought, yeah, we're going to get this done in 3. Didn't help.
I say luck is preparation meeting opportunity. I know, I want to be the contrarian today. You played that role yesterday.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
I think it's luck. I think the fact that Recine is lying out on the floor, out of the play altogether, and the ball comes off the block right to where he is as he stands up, that's luck. I can't say he was, can you really say he was prepared?
No, I am saying he's living his life right. It's karma, it's good karma. Right. So that tells me a lot about how you've been living your life, Clayton Lucas.
Just from one breath to the next, pretty much. Yeah, block locations, that's all dependent on where the ball's going. So France, no block locations, so that's where they made blocks then.
Yeah.
So that means everything that Italy ran through the middle, they got nowhere near.
And we did see the emergence of the French middle attack in that 4th set, which we had not seen prior to that.
I think what we're going to see is the Patrie show for France in this race to 15. They need to start well, though, France. They cannot allow Italy to get 3 or 4 points, because that could be disastrous.
Not in a 15-point set. And then for those of you who have been with us the whole time, Italy will go back and have the door light in their eyes for the remainder of this set when they switch at 8s.
Well, fortunately, they've been working hard. They've covered it with some covering now, so it's not as bad.
Ah, good. Tilly will start the serving for France. Set is good, run the middle again, where they were not able to stop him last time, Mosca.
Oh, he's too high, he's too quick. It's a magnificent mismatch you've got to do, and not only that, running it slightly over Clevenot to take Geoffroy out of it.
Bertoli serve, Brizard. Go through the middle attack. Oh, wow. What a pickup. They're going to want to run it quickly. Messy. Big swing. Is it good? It is! An audacious swing by Bartolo.
Really good play. Second ball's popped up for the swing. So many times players make out they're going to have a swing and make the set. Look at that. Great linking in. That's so important. Not just stood around watching, linked in, ready to play. Good hustle. Spertoli's going to come steaming in as well. And then no one's up. I'm going to have a full swing on that. Why not?
Brizard finds Patry behind. Another one-handed stab by Spertoli. Out again! Huge attack by Luca Porro. Wow, what is it that you said about France can't let Italy off to a head start?
Do they just want to make it difficult for themselves or what? Because that's what they're doing right now.
O 20 mecz Słowenii z Argentyną, a teraz wracamy na boisko. Francja, Włochy i państwa duże brawa.
I wonder what's going through France's head now. Like, okay, we gotta find ourselves again. That's a devilish look. Spertoli has made 2 spectacular one-arm digs in these first 3 points.
Spertoli wants this match.
Oh, 3, make it 3 for Spertoli. Uh-oh, very tight ball. Are you kidding me? Italy, 4-0 lead, spectacular plays all around.
What do France think is possibly going to happen with this ball in this situation that is anything other than having to play a tip? Keep your hands up, make that block. You just, by taking your hands away, you give no chance for the defense behind on that play.
Spertoli is everywhere. One. Not enough this time, and here's France's chance.
This has already now become side-out game for Italy here. If this works, if their side-out game holds and that they keep enjoying what they're doing, they're going to win.
Oh, we shall see. Juffon. Roundhouse, no good. Porro, heavy roof, extended awning, Legoff.
Which is what they should have done on the last time that Porro was up having a swing. So break point, valuable break point already, back for France.
Legoff,
Yes,
emotional afterwards, yeah.
letting the youngster know.
Juffon, little perfect pass. And the middle attack, the most successful attacking position we've seen for Italy.
Spertoli's going to keep on doing it. If the ball is passed well, like this, look at that, it's easy. Simple, simple, just keep feeding the middle blockers.
How often do you see your middle blocker have 12 attack points? Mosca. Powerful serves, love it. Patry, and he's attacking hands now.
Yeah, that's another quick change. So Patry's changed his rhythm slightly because Bartolo had read, they took off at the same time, so getting in a good spot. But look, suddenly goes quick before Bartolo can finish the block.
Yep. Patry, it's still on this side of the net.
Oh, well played.
Yes, oh, such frustration will come from the French.
They can't, what are they going to challenge for?
You can't challenge.
No, you can't challenge for invasion. Is he playing this on his own side? Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Well, that's one of those ones where that ball looks to be right on, and they're both touching each side of the ball. The question for Le Goff is, as he broke the plane of the net, but if the ball breaks the plane of the net and he's on his side and it touches him, and there's a touch from Sbertoli, referee's got a decision to make then as to whether they believe that there's a fault or not. So looking for a net touch. So all they'll get, what they're going to see, France, is not what they want, because they'll just cut out the ball altogether. So and all you'll see is that there's no net touch by Sbertoli, but we won't see where his hand, okay? We won't see anything above the wrist.
It's interesting then to take a challenge on that, right? Because
well, I think what they want to do, we want to get the best sealer, okay? Right. So now nothing that they want to see we can see. However, the challenge team do have a responsibility to show that if that foot's been played on the other side of the net, and let the referee know, because that's the whole point of this system, is to get the right outcome. And now that complaining has earned the yellow card. We should just bring in the challenge for invasion, and then we do away with all of that. We could have just said challenge. Okay, let's have a look. As he played the ball on the wrong side of the net or not. And
it still won't be a judgment call on that replay, because again,
it's either his hand.
had his hand there as well.
Well, what will happen is we'll see whether his hand's beyond the antenna.
Well, that usually happens after that kind of contested play.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. Just let the volleyball do the talking, really.
Yeah. We say the ball doesn't lie. Levno. Oh! Using the Italian block again. Look at this, ahead by 3, nearly halfway through the set.
You've got to be feeling this at some point, France. They really have. Good angle taken, but that's a cracking shot when you can get it off of the forearm like that.
Patry comes in fast. The over dig out.
Yeah, Lorenzano couldn't get his hips under it enough to send that ball high enough into the air. He gets in a good position. In fact, you don't even get a chance now. He's got his arm bent, but and even if he could just have made a slight movement again with it, he would have kept it on his side.
Ingapet into serve. He's missed his last 2. Sends plenty of power on this one. Triple block. Did he get hands?
Not according to the ref, so they're going to have to challenge if they want to find out.
They're not insisting on it. And in fact, the players on the bench are saying no.
It is indeed no.
Oh.
Oh.
The breeze of the hands.
Oh, maybe that's, yeah, the shadow. You know, that shadow kind of make it look like it might have touched.
Outside one-on-one, and that is a monster block. Wow.
And Brizard had to turn away. As much as he didn't want to, the team's already had a yellow card, so they're all on a warning. You can enjoy that. Little look, and then look away. That's perfectly acceptable.
That was brutality.
Ragazzi, Matti, senza pensieri superflui. Non decidiamo prima, stiamo lì tranquillamente, ragazzi, non giochiamo. Va bene, vai, dai, andiamo ragazzi. Lasciamole le apri, chiudi mentre sta attaccando.
Rebus polega na tym, że Grzesiek uderzy 2 razy w swój werbel.
Oh, there was an example of that. He's up, he's watching, he's getting across, and then on the contact, you're like, oh, like sneezing. You don't, instinctive reaction to close your eyes at that moment, which is fine.
Third serve coming from Ingapet. Wow, blistering serve. Come back again, Patry comes down on the Italian side, and for the first time in this 5th set, France takes the lead as they transition to the other side of the court.
And as suspected, it's like, get that to Patry. Better call, Jean.
Italy has come all this way to face Ingapet now on his 4th serve.
It looks like an innocuous serve as well, doesn't it? But it's coming quite low. It has got pace on it. Got a bit of heat with it. Quite a heavy serve. And they've got to be wary. He doesn't try and drop one short. Just to the right of the middle blocker.
Ingapet, you have one job. What a pass. What a pass. All right, France now has returned to form and blocking.
At last, Geoffroy's got him, but only because this set to the middle's too low from Sbertoli. He isn't able to stretch. Can't stretch Sanguinetti. Geoffroy makes his first block against him.
Adesso, un punto alla volta, fiducia Joe, un punto alla volta, attenzione adesso alle variazioni che può fare anche tu Joe sul discorso della palla corta se fai. Siamo presenti, sul rigiocato, ordinati.
It's been pretty clear that this Italian team haven't come here just to make up the numbers.
Oh, no. Not at all. And I don't think they're packed and ready to go home just yet. They planned, the way they came out playing, they planned to stay for a while. But Ingapet doing what he does from the service line. An exhale by the Italians and a very frustrated Ingapet.
Oh, you can get a card for that.
Yeah, you can.
Which would be a red card.
Yes, indeed.
But that's good refereeing. There's no need to do it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's big.
I think Poro asked about it. It would just be inflammatory. Huh?
Yeah.
Ingapet's serve put France ahead just by 1. The ball popped up, it'll go back. Patry will get the ball, as you said, time and time again. Off the block and out.
Fabulous.
We're tied up.
Fabulous play. Recine dropping that ball short. So Klivno comes into play. There's no pipe coming now. And given that what they know, they straight away get out to double up on Patry, get a really good block touch to put it into transition. Excellent, excellent point for Italy.
A little more power serve flat. Rizard goes back again.
Oh.
It's still alive. Don't talk to me about luck. Tilly, denied. And sends it out.
And
wow.
That's the time to take your hands away. Gironi, Italy in front.
Pulls him down, and Italy now takes their, France takes their second and final timeout. What a 5th set. Italy led 7-4. Ingapet came on, served 5 balls, got them to 9-7. And now it's been 3 unanswered by the young Italians. Can they do it? Another solid serve, Racine. Tilly on hands and will be locked. Game to 5.
Does really well till he, after being brought short, gets up, gets out quickly, still a threat, and also does well not to go under the net because he's really travelling at pace towards it.
Rizar. Heavy serve to the middle. A lot of congestion in the center of the court. And there is a touch on the block. Way to get hands.
That's all he was looking for. Yeah. Just getting it to Patry again. Italy know where it's going. They just can't stop him.
On the seesaw, France now leading by 1. Brazar serving. Here it comes. Back again to Patry. No question.
Just his ability to be able to find that small gap. It's just, he does it time and time again.
Patry with 27 points today. There's the pass. Out of system, it's going to come back down for a swing. Good swing. But Patry, the ball the rest of the way. Now he's just playing a cat on a string.
Well, this is what makes him such a world-class player. He's not just all out swing, swing. Looks for the space, looks for the solution. What have I got to do? Look at that. He knows. It's just straight back out, straight in. Fabulous.
Ball is in, a little bit of a panic pass. Oh! Bounce down by Sanguinetti. What?
There's a dent in the floor here. There has to be. Oh, it's still going up after he's hit it.
If the hail didn't put a dent in the floor, Sanguinetti just did. Oh. Tough ball. Match point, France. If they win this, they're winning it by the hair on their chinny chin chin after Italy has pushed them so hard.
Oh, it's an ace.
Ace serve to finish it. France outlasts Italy. There's no other way to put it.
And a huge sigh of relief. Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh.
The tiniest of tiny margins.
The strand of hair. I like Chile. He's like, sorry guys. Sorry kids. Wow, what a showing by the young Italians. Learn the names if you don't know them already. Just incredible.
Well, there's a nice moment there between Recine and Brizard, clubmates for Piacenza. Just sort of saying, crikey, that was close.
France's reward for that win, and they will face home